Today I have a legendary dive watch to show you guys from a company that is criminally underrated, Gerard-Perregaux. This is the deep diver that they recently came out with in collaboration with Bamford. This is a limited edition of 350 pieces. I have one hands-on to show you guys, so let's flip the camera and take a look at one of Gerard-Perregaux' latest releases, the Deep Diver. Gerard-Perregaux, for one reason or another, not that popular here in the United States. However, they are truly an underrated brand. I know a lot of people say that about a lot of different watches, but Gerard-Perregaux is truly an underrated brand because they make some very high quality watches. They make their own movements. They have a very long history of watchmaking. They have a lot of original designs. They come up with lots of different technologies for their watches, and throughout their history, they have been innovators. And this is their Deep Diver. The original Deep Diver came out in the 1960s, I want to say. This is a reissue of a 1970s design. However, it's a really playful reissue of that design. So this was a case shape that they used in the 1970s. However, this is now in titanium. You're getting a very modern movement inside, and they have teamed up with Bamford Watch Department to create this watch. Today's video is brought to you by Chronographs. If you guys are sick of paying high fees when buying and selling on places like eBay and Chrono24, check out chronographs.com, where currently there are absolutely no fees buying or selling. That means you get a better price when you are buying and getting a better price when you are selling. So definitely check out chronographs.com, an enthusiast-based marketplace started by John P. of the John P. YouTube channel, and currently the only marketplace that offers no fees. Definitely check them out at chronographs.com. I think they got the colors right, the design right here. I posted a picture of this in my watch group, Gotham Watch Club, and everybody really loved the design, especially the dial. The dial is bright. There's blue, orange, white, and it's very 1970s looking. But again, when you get it in hand, it feels very modern because it is made out of titanium. You have a brushed case, so the top of the case is brushed, but it all radiates, that brushing radiates out from the center of the dial. So when you look at it, it's very nicely brushed. It's very nicely finished. You have a bezel here that is polished, and then there is a little bit of polish on each one of the lugs, just on the top of the lugs. When you turn the watch on its side, you see there's a really nice line of polish on the top and the bottom. The case is beautiful. They did a very good job, and actually this will wear well on most wrists because of the shape of the case. This is a dual crown diver, and of course that means you have an inner rotating bezel. So the top crown operates the inner rotating bezel, the bottom crown operates the time. When you flip it over, there is a sapphire crystal case back. It is a metallized sapphire crystal case back, and it's actually clear. You can see the movement, but you really do need a loupe to see the movement. It's kind of funny because it is metallized and it's really hard to see it. You have a case back that looks very vintage. You have the vintage Gerard-Perregaux logo right there. It's screwed in. You're getting 200 meters of water resistance. Both of those crowns are screwed in as well. If you don't like orange, if you don't like colors, you're not going to like the dial on this watch. All of the lume is in orange. There's a date window at the 3 o'clock that is in white, and it is embedded into that white track that's on the dial. There's a little bit of orange around it, so it actually blends in really well. And then you have a 60-minute track on that chapter ring, which is the inner rotating bezel. I don't think there's any lume on there. The hands, you have very typical deep diver hands with a shovel, minutes hand, and then you have a short stick hand for the hours. There is a little rectangle that sort of matches everything that's on the dial on that second hand, and that is filled with orange lume as well. Rectangles are sort of the theme here because the strap also has rectangles throughout. which I really like. I really love this strap. They also give you a blue strap for the purchase. I believe it comes with a blue strap as well. The caliber in here is the GP03300. It operates at a frequency of 28,800, 27 joules, 46 hours of power reserve. And if you could see the movement, it's actually a really nice movement inside. I own a watch with the exact same movement. It's almost the exact same movement that this watch gets, and that is my MB&F. So MB&F use a caliber from Gerard-Perregaux because they make some of the best movements out there, and it makes a lot of sense, and they're very nicely finished. On my wrist today is another sports watch, or not really a tool watch. This is a Vacheron Overseas World Timer. It's an integrated bracelet sports watch is what I would call it, on an orange strap. I love orange straps. I really love orange straps recently, and this one is awesome on here. I love the way it looks. And there is the GP Deep Diver on my 7.5 inch wrist. This wears very comfortably because it's just about a 40 millimeter watch. I measured 40.1 or 40.2, somewhere in that neighborhood. You have a very short lug to lug of 43 millimeters, and then the thickness is just over 13 millimeters thick. I think it looks great on my 7.5 inch wrist. It's lightweight, it's very comfortable, and I think a very good looking watch. What they have done here, I think they have really pulled off something that looks retro but is modern at the same time. I love the colors and the style of the dial and the theme here with all of the rectangles. They did a great job. And there you go, lume. Actually pretty good on this watch. It is liberally applied. You don't have applied indices. They are all painted onto the dial, but they are liberally painted onto the dial with lume, obviously. And the hands are filled with lume, all three hands. That second hand has that little rectangle. That is also filled with lume. You have two rectangles on that inner rotating bezel at the 12 o'clock to give you orientation. Price on this, well, it's around $15,000. I think it's like $15,100 for a dive watch from Gerard-Perregaux. Yes, that is very expensive, but it is Gerard-Perregaux. They make some very high-end watches. This gets a very high-end movement. It is hot horology, and you're getting a titanium case, and it's a limited edition of only 350 watches, and it's also in collaboration with Bamford. So all of that figured into the price. It is on the more expensive side, but you're getting a pretty cool, a very special watch for that money. The Deep Diver is a legendary dive watch, and they've come up with a reissue here that pays homage to that watch, but at the same time gives you something completely different from the original watch that they are homaging, which does look somewhat similar, but at the same time it kind of doesn't, because this is just way more vibrant and bright in my opinion, and I like that. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about this watch. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. I'll put a link to this watch down in the description below. But like I said, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next video.